In that, all right. Yeah. You want you? All right, brother. Go. Panama, whopping. What up, y'all? Wait for the people to get on live. Got a little conversation I want to talk about right now. Thank you, brother. First of all, I want to say enough blessings to everybody who was at the show in Richmond. Big up to the people who was in the shows in Philadelphia. It was a great weekend. It was really successful, and we had a good time. And I really appreciate my fans and love my fans. Thank y'all for coming out. If you, this sling shit, sling is the wave. I'm telling y'all right now, it's TV, but it's like $50 a month, and you got all the channels and all of that shit. And if you got a smart TV, you can put that shit in the whole house. You ain't gotta be buying boxes and all that shit. Shit is the wave. Prince.
Yo.
Fredo. We had a successful weekend.
Great.
As usual, God is good. Thank you. Eating some food, about to eat some food and go to sleep. But I just wanted to talk about some shit because a lot of people is wondering why I put up the post that I just put up on Instagram. Time to talk about it, Prince. Yeah, man, it's at that point right now where I feel like I'm at a point in my life where Pablo, what's up, bro? Pablo is tuned in and all of that. I'm at a point in my life where I'm content, I'm comfortable, I'm happy. And when I say I'm happy with myself. I'm happy within me. I'm not looking for happiness from nobody. I'm happy within me, right? And I've learned in my years of life and being in situations and stuff like that, I've learned that if you're not happy within yourself, nobody around you will ever make you happy. If you're not happy with yourself, if you're not happy with who you are or who you've become, or an individual that you have grown to be, if you're even growing, right? You will never find happiness with nobody else, and that is a natural fact, right? Sometimes we get into relationships and we expect the other person to make us happy. That's not why you should be in a relationship. You should not be in a relationship to find happiness from somebody else. Because if you're not happy, that person will never make you find happiness. You will never find happiness within that person because you're not happy. And a lot of our situations come from past relationships. It comes from our upbringings. It comes from a lot of shit, right? And I've learned that, well, not even learned. I've had my experience, right? in relationships where I was dead ass unhappy, right? I've been in relationships that I was just fucking miserable. And a lot of y'all don't even know that I've been in relationships like that, right? Because during the time that I've been doing videos and I've been creating content and all that stuff, I've been in a relationship that I was genuinely not happy in. It was a lot of insecurities. It was a lot of just deceit. It's been a lot of shit. But really and truly, comedy has gave me an outlet. It has given me a way to decompress, right? It has made me not think about all of the negative shit that I've been going through in my life. And I found peace within myself during that time. I found a lot of peace within myself after I left that situation, after I grew past that situation. I've found peace within myself and in my kids. Now, if you know anything about Majah, if you know my kids is my life. That's my, their happiness is more important to me than my own happiness. My kids, to me, if they're not happy, then I can't function. I'm not gonna ever be happy if they're not happy. And I've worked hard to build an environment for my kids where they could be happy enough, they could be comfortable enough, and they don't gotta see the toxic situation that I used to be in, right? I've never wanted to bring my kids up in an environment where they see fights and arguments and lashing out and shit like that. I've never wanted to raise my kids in that type of environment, right? I was raised in that type of environment at one point where I seen my stepfather and my mother arguing and he's cheating and, you know what I'm saying, she's trying to fix the situation and it just wasn't working out and they got divorced and all that stuff. So I've seen a lot of stuff that maybe affected the personality that I had, right? And when I say personality, I don't mean me being a fucked up person or me being a harsh person or whatever. Just the fact that it's like a boiled egg, right? You have this very fragile egg that if you drop it a certain way or you squeeze it a certain way, it could crack and it's fucked up, right? But when you boil it, it's hard, right? It gets hard and it's more durable than a raw egg, right? And I think that's what I became. I became somebody who wasn't willing to let people in. I wasn't willing to have certain people around me. I wasn't willing to give people my feelings or my be vulnerable to people and stuff like that. So I learned to kind of like just stay away from people because people can be fucked up when they're ready. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I became. And I was that way for a little while, and I wasn't in any relationships. I was dating people, but I wasn't in any relationship, right? And I was dating people on and off, and just basically just trying to get to know people. But if there was no growth within that situation, I wasn't gonna further the situation. If there was no growth, and when I say if there's no growth, I mean like if I was just talking to somebody and we was just fucking, or if they didn't show any interest in my kids, or they didn't show any interest in trying to make me happy, and I'm trying to make them happy, then I wouldn't entertain it. You know what I'm saying? I would just fall back and I would just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's how people become antisocial. That's how people, kind of stay to themselves, because you try to give yourself to people and you get nothing in return. People don't take you seriously. There's people that you might meet that they've been in fucked up situations, and they start saying to you, they start taking out on you the shit that they've been through in the past. You cannot carry your past into your future. If you carry your past into your future, that means that you're not over the past. So that means you're still living in the past. That means that you cannot grow and become, anything significant if you haven't fucking grown from the past. If you still treating niggas the way a nigga treated you back in the days, that doesn't make you any better than the person that treated you fucked up. And that's one of the reasons why I show a lot of love to people, because I feel like, all right, I've been through my situations where I have, friends that betrayed me, or, situations with females that, they try to use me, or whatever the case may be. I never want to be that person, because that means that person has changed you into something that you're not. And I'm not that person. I'm not a person who don't show love. I'm not a person who is flamboyant and out there and fucking trying to, fucking show the world I got it or this and that. That's not me. That's never been me. Whether I had it or whether I didn't have it, I was never that person. Right? Now, going into the post that I just put up, right? The post says, stop asking if I'm cheating and start asking if I'm happy. I feel like a lot of times our own insecurities fuck up our relationships. I'm going to let that set in for a little bit. Our own insecurities fuck up our own relationships. Now, if you've been in a relationship with a nigga and you caught this nigga cheating, or you caught this nigga doing some shit that he wasn't supposed to be doing and he lied about it, or he, even if he didn't lie about it, if he came out and he, confessed about it or whatever, and that it was some shit that he wasn't supposed to be doing, and, then I can understand you keeping an eye on a nigga, or a female, or a man, whatever, vice versa. I can understand you keeping an eye or keeping tabs or being insecure when that person did some shit to you that that fucked your head up, or something that they wasn't supposed to be doing, right? But if you have no reason to suspect that person of being a cheater or fucking up on you or whatever the case may be, I feel like don't bring that shit up. Don't accuse a nigga of doing some shit, or accuse a woman of doing some shit that she gave you no reason to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit to me is creating a problem that is not even there. That's how I feel. I feel like it makes no sense to do that. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, Prince? If I'm with a girl and she never gave me no indication that she cheating, she not staying out late, she not fucking, hiding her phone, she not fucking out in the streets with people. If she not doing that and she come in from work, or let's say she in the bathroom or something, or whatever the case may be, and I walk in and be like, oh, you in here talking to some nigga, that to me is insecurity. That to me is you starting some shit that you're creating within your own fucking mind. Right? Now, if I'm right or wrong, you let me know. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm talking bullshit. But to me, I think that shit is creating some shit in your own fucking mind, and your own insecurities is fucking with you. So now you're taking it out on somebody who you claim you want to be with, somebody who you claim you love, somebody who you claim you want to spend time with and spend your time with and be with in a relationship. You're creating some shit in your own fucking mind. Now, I travel around the world. And I do shows, and that's how I make my money. I don't make no money off of fucking Instagram. Nobody really makes money off of Instagram. You know what I'm saying? As far as monetizations, I should say. There's people who, you know, they got their little ambassador deals and stuff like that will make money, but, you know, genuinely putting up content, sketches, whatever you put up, you know what I'm saying? You don't really make money off of that. So I ventured off into stand-up comedy, and that's how I support my family. That's how I pay my bills, and that's how I live my life, by traveling and making money. Right? Now, if I go do a show, you know what I'm saying, I get paid off of that show, and that's how I survive in life. Period. I'm in an Airbnb right now with my road manager and fucking Fredo. Just went upstairs because he got to get up early in the morning to go back to Atlanta. We here, we chilling. Everybody eating, and we about to go to sleep. Now, if somebody's fucking... if I get off a stage, right? If I get off the stage, right? Now, there's fans, there's people who, you know, show love to me. I got to take pictures with people after the show, all of that stuff. Right? Hence, the reason why I got fucking... Look at this shit. Fucked up my sweater. If anybody know, when you put makeup on your fucking clothes, that's it. You can forget about that. That shit is not coming out. But this is the life that I chose. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of fans come out and they show love and they support me and they support my career and they show love. You know what I'm saying? This is my career. Anybody who I'm with, they have to be mentally strong. The reason why I say that is because you have to be mentally strong, and you also have to be secure within yourself, and you have to be secure with me, right? You gotta know that, yo, this is his life. This is his career. This is how we eat every day. This is how we fucking got a roof over our head. So if this nigga gotta take pictures with fans or whatever, there's gonna be fans that come out that genuinely respect what I do. There's gonna be fans that genuinely wanna come out and show love to the person that they watch on Instagram and Facebook for years. There's gonna be fans that genuinely wants to support my movement, right? And then there's gonna be fans who gonna come out and be like, yo, I'm trying to fuck this nigga tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck. There's gonna be fans who's gonna be like, yo, let me see what this nigga's about. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, look where I'm at. I'm here. Ain't nobody else here but me, Prince, and fucking Dick and Fredo. Because I'm secure. I'm good with myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to entertain everybody that come in contact with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to jump at every fucking opportunity that come to me. But if you with me, you have to know that. You feel me? If you with me, you gotta know that, yo, this nigga is not that type of nigga. Like, he don't gotta go to every city and fuck a bitch in every city. I'm not with that. You feel me? Because at some point in life, you have to value yourself. You have to show what your worth is about. Like, maybe at one point in time, you know what I'm saying, I was on it. I was like, fuck it. I wasn't in no relationship, or I was in a relationship that I wasn't happy in, and I was like, fuck it. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? But when you in a secure relationship, you don't give a fuck about nobody else or what the fuck nobody else got to offer, because you content, you happy. You feel what I'm saying? But if that person come and start accusing you of shit every fucking day, that shit gets real annoying. that shit's gonna get real fucking annoying. And you're gonna really start thinking to yourself, like, what am I really doing with life on some real shit? What am I really doing? Because if I'm out here trying to be Mr. Good Guy and you fucking looking at me like I'm so, what the fuck am I really doing? You know what I'm saying? Because I could keep it real with you right now. Like, when you younger and all that shit, especially if you a nigga that you ain't used to getting no pussy. If you a nigga that ain't used to getting no pussy, you know what I'm saying? When you finally get a little fame or whatever the case may be, or you might get a little money or whatever, you might be out there going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But when you a nigga, I've been getting pussy since before I even had a car. I used to be on 2 feet getting pussy. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, females always like the nigga that fucking, that can make them laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't no newcomer when it come to getting pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that shit is just a phase, if you ask me. When you get mature and you start looking at life in different angles and you start thinking about, you know what I'm saying, you start thinking about, investments, and you start thinking about where the next dollar coming from and shit like that. You don't really got time to be entertaining no 4 or 5 bitches. And that's real nigga shit. You don't got time to be fucking entertaining 4 or 5 bitches because your day is, especially if you're an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, you ain't got time to be fucking on the phone, texting and calling and talking to all these fucking bitches. Because at the end of the day, I don't even got time for my motherfucking self. So why the fuck you think I got time to be talking to 5 different chicks online? Oh, like, that shit is a waste of time for me. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. If you got a 9 to 5, it's different. You got 9 to 5, okay, you know that you take lunch at this time, you take break at this time, you get off at this time, you got to get up at this time, and you got your day planned out basically for yourself. But if you a fucking entrepreneur, let me tell you something. One thing that I learned in life is that you could get back anything in this world. You could get back money, you could get back cars, you could get back women, you could get back niggas, you could get back fucking whatever the fuck, houses, you could get back that shit. 2 things that you can't fucking get back is life and time. And my time is very fucking valuable, and my time is very precious to me. If I give you my time, I feel like you're supposed to respect that. And I respect other people's time as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, when somebody give you their time, they're giving you a lot. Because for me, just for example, I'm sitting here talking to my people. I don't have to, but I'm here doing it. And I value the time that y'all taking out to watch it, and I value the time that I took out to even have this conversation. All right? And I think that we don't value each other's time a lot. I think that we don't value what somebody's bringing to the table. You feel me? Like, when you meet somebody and you say you want to be with this person and you involve yourself into a relationship, you got to value that person. Value their time, value their energy, value what they bring to the table, and don't ever feel obligated. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get into a situation that we feel obligated, like this person has to do this for me because I'm cute, or this person has to do this for me because I'm major hype, or this person has to do that for me because, no, nobody ain't got to do shit for nobody. Nobody don't owe nobody nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck how cute you are. I don't give a fuck how sexy you are. I don't give a fuck how famous you are. Nobody owes nobody nothing. And that's real talk. You feel me? And a lot of times when we talk, we think it's something wrong. It's not. It's nothing wrong. Talking clears your mind from shit that you might have on your mind. You know what I'm saying? And I keep it real with you. Like I said before earlier, I've been in a situation and I've been in a relationship where I was not fucking happy. I was genuinely not happy. The first 5 years, what was it, 4 or 5 years, Prince? That I was doing videos and skits and all that shit, I was not fucking happy at all. I was not happy. My outlet was Instagram. My outlet was fucking doing these videos, reading the comments, seeing how much the people appreciate what I do. That was my therapy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is real shit. I was not fucking happy. I was going through so much turmoil and toxic relationship shit that I was just not fucking happy at all. It was killing me. It was fucking killing me. And then after leaving that relationship and being out of that relationship, I went through court cases. I went through fights for my kids. I went through a bunch of shit that a lot of people don't fucking know about. And I held it together. I stayed focused on what my ultimate goals were. And I still got goals up to this day because my goals build every day. But I got through that shit. I got through that bullshit. I got through that fucking problem. I got through that stress. I got through that fucking hatred. I got through all of that shit on my own because I knew I wanted better for myself and for my kids. I found myself in my peaceful zone. I found myself in a space where I was content. I was no longer battling with the demons, as people say. I was no longer into no negative energy, right? I overcame that shit. And I even matured in a certain way where I could still have a conversation with the person I was with and not feel any resentment. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. People, you might meet somebody and you're in a relationship with them and you realize that the shit don't work out. Just because the fucking relationship doesn't work out doesn't mean that person becomes your enemy. That person is not your enemy. It just means that you two are not fucking good together. That's all that means. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no hate for none of my fucking exes, nobody who I've dealt with in the past, none of that. I don't have no resentment for nobody, and I don't live with regrets because I always tell people the things that you go through in life is what make you who you are today. So I don't regret none of that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, just because it didn't work out between you and that person doesn't mean that you are that person's enemy. If that person fucked you over, all right, that's a little different. They fucked you over and they try to play you and all that shit, then that's a different, then maybe, all right, I don't need to talk to that person. That person was not good for my life at all. And I don't need to be around that person at all. We can't never talk again at all. That's cool. But if y'all both have a mutual agreement that, listen, you're not happy, I'm not happy, maybe we don't need to be in this shit. That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? And I can still have a conversation with all of my exes, any one of them. I can have a conversation with them and not cross no boundaries. I don't have to be on some, well, yeah, you miss me? I'm a miss you. I don't need to be on that. One of my exes could reach out to me and be like, yo, how's things going? I'm just checking up on you. How's life? Life is good. How are you? I'm glad to hear that you're good. That's grown folk shit. You feel what I'm saying? There's people who I dealt with that we didn't work out, but they know my kids. They was involved in my kids' lives. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody reach out and say, hey, what's up? How you been? How's the kids doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they good. Everybody good. How's yours? Everybody good. Okay, cool. If you with me and that happens and you think that I'm trying to get back with shorty, or it might be a road to get back to with the shorty, then you got insecurities that you need to deal with. Because nobody's brand new. I didn't come out of a fucking plastic box and I'm just in a relationship with you. I got a fucking past. I've dealt with people. You understand what I'm saying? You've dealt with people. If one of your exes reach out to you and be like, yo, what's up? How you doing? I'm saying I'm not on no bullshit. I just want to see how you been. Oh, I'm cool. I'm good. Everything is going great. Okay, cool. I can't be mad at that. Now, if you on the phone with this nigga every night, that's a different story. Now, if you on that phone with that nigga every night, and this nigga, you sitting next to me, and this nigga's like, yeah, so what's good? Yo, where you been? How was your day at work? That's some different shit. You feel me? That's some different shit. You try to move back in now. That's a different story. But if the nigga reach out to you once in a while or once since you've been in a new relationship and be like, hey, what's up? How you been? How's everything? That's normal shit. Big grown people shit. But I feel like a lot of times we don't think about what makes each other happy. I think about that we don't give a fuck about the other person's happiness. Because my theory is, right, if I'm happy with myself and you happy with yourself, and we decide to get into a relationship, now it's about me making you happy and you making me happy, right? So now I have to, it's not even really about making me happy and you making me happy, because we already happy. It's about what new ventures, we in a new venture now, so now we in a new relationship, so I gotta consider how to keep you happy. And you gotta consider how to keep me happy. Because you got to remember, it's two different individuals coming together as one. Right? So now, I'm thinking to myself, all right, now I'm with this girl. I got to make her happy. Now, if I feel like I got to go the extra mile to keep you happy, and you feel like you don't got to go the extra mile to keep me happy, it's an unbalance. The shit is unbalanced. If I gotta do this, that, and the third, X, Y, Z, A, B, C, do, re, mi, all this shit to make you happy, and you feel like all you gotta do is look cute, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. That's not what it's about. We gonna make each other happy. You understand what I'm saying? And then when you start bringing that cheat shit, every minute you talking about, oh, you this, you that, you this, you that. Then that's when I start looking at it like, yo, why the fuck every time I go to do a show or every time I do this or I do that, you think I'm cheating? Why? Because I keep it real with you. In my book, people who always accuse motherfuckers of doing some shit, they only accuse motherfuckers because they are likely to do it. That's how I look at life. Because if I'm comfortable within my skin and I'm comfortable within my relationship, and you claim you comfortable within your relationship and you comfortable with this and all of that, right? If you bringing that shit to me, I feel like, what did I do, right? Because I gotta reevaluate myself. Because if I'm making you feel uncomfortable, or I'm making you feel vulnerable enough to feel like I'm cheating on you, then I gotta backstep. I gotta backtrack and start thinking about what am I doing to make this girl feel like I'm cheating on her, right? So now I look at it and I'm looking at myself and I'm like, well, I don't really go out. I'm really in the house all the time. When I go away, I go to work. I talk to this person every day that I'm not home or that I'm not around that person, right? So what the fuck am I really doing to make this person feel like I'm cheating on them? No, you have the capability of fucking cheating. So guess what? Now you start looking. Cause let me tell you something. When you a nigga in the road, when you a road nigga, right? When you a road nigga, right? And you cheating on the road, and you're jealous. You feel like you're jealous, and you do this and you right? niggas think, all right, if you at work, right, and you have a coworker where you like, and you see the coworker, and you might give her some little talk and thing, and you get a little fucking at the mail room or in the bathroom or whatever, right? You start thinking that your girl, like, yo, she probably going to work fucking a nigga in the mail room because you know you done that already. You understand what I'm saying? You start feeling like, yo, I fuck with this girl, I go work, go do it. Now you start preying her work schedule, you start preying all kind of shit. And that's what people do. And the moral of what I'm saying is stop asking niggas if they cheating. Ask niggas if they happy. You understand what I'm saying? Because a nigga ain't gonna cheat if he happy. And that's grown man shit. That's real shit. I don't give a fuck how sexy a bitch could be. A nigga, there's people that fuck up. There's people that fuck up. They might fuck up sometime and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? The bitch was just bad and I was drunk, whatever. Okay, that's given. But if a nigga is genuinely happy, if you make this nigga happy and you're not stressing him the fuck out when he working, or you're not stressing him out when he doing what he gotta do to provide for you and yours, then the nigga is not gonna go out there and just randomly cheat. That's not what grown niggas do. That's not what big man thing do. Big man that do them something there. It's something that's lacking at home, and if you know you fucking lacking, right? If you know you fucking lacking, then that's when you gonna start thinking the nigga's cheating. Right? That's what I think. That's how I feel because that's how I live my life. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm genuinely happy, I don't feel like I need to go out there and find nobody else to make me happy because I'm already happy in my situation. You understand what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, there's some niggas that just hasn't reached that level of maturity. And they're really not ready to settle down, but they just feel like, yo, me gotta lock down that girl, you know. Because out of selfishness, they lock down a chick, they know they're not really ready to be in a relationship, but because she look good and them don't want nobody else to have her, them will lock her down. Right? There's niggas like that. But if you are genuinely ready to settle down and you at that point in your life where you feel like you don't want to be all over the place and you know your value and your worth and you ain't really trying to be slinging random dick all over the place and random pussy all over the place, then you feel like, yo, I'm good with who I'm with. But if that person keep hitting you with that cheating shit and you did this and your hoes this and your hoes that, what are you sending this nigga out there to do? Man say, who me I talk to? I'm talking to y'all, you fucking idiot. And I'm talking to Prince. But I'm just venting and I'm just having this conversation because it's something that just bothers me, man. And I know a lot of people go through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Some people throw away a good relationship because of their own insecurities. Some people fuck up relationships because of their own insecurities. And you cannot let your insecurities fuck up what you have. Because for real, on some real shit, if you fought for this relationship and this is what you wanted and this is where you wanted to be, then you need to fucking... Because people think certain shit all the time. You might think certain things in your head, but you don't bring that shit to your partner. You don't bring that shit to existence. Because if you bring it to them, now you're opening a can of worms and you're starting a problem that was never fucking there. Because of your own insecurities. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if I was with a chick that always cheated on me and I didn't grow past that, I could never move on to another relationship and think that somebody would be loyal to me because I'm thinking that this is what bitches do. Bitches is cheaters. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to come into this new relationship with this mindset that, yo, people is cheaters. You know what I'm saying? So now I got a girl that's not doing nothing right? I got a girl that's genuinely loyal to me and trusts me and honest to me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm keep on bringing this cheat shit to her. What the fuck am I sending her out to do? She gonna start thinking about it and be like, yo, maybe I do need to be cheating on this nigga. Maybe this nigga is not the nigga that I need to be with because he keep telling me I'm cheating. He pushing me out there. You pushing me to go out there and do fuckery. You understand what I'm saying? And that's something that we need to stop doing, man. We need to stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? We need to stop fucking carrying luggage and carrying baggage into new situations, because if you're not over that baggage and that luggage and all that bullshit that you was in the past, if you didn't fucking sit down and talk to somebody, or if you didn't fucking go to therapy, or if you didn't fucking grow past that shit, then you don't need to move on into a new relationship yet. You need to fix your fucking self before you try to, because a lot of people try to jump into relationships to think that, oh, if I move into this relationship, it's not going to fix my thing. No, it's not going to fix nothing. It's going to make this shit, you're going to fuck up another relationship. You're going to fuck up another relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not over the shit that you already been through. That shit is crazy. I don't know if it's necessarily emotional. Shorty said you've been emotional since you got engaged. I don't know if it's emotional. I think that is I believe that everybody learn as they go along. You know what I'm saying? You learn from life, and nobody's too big or too smart or too intelligent to learn, because you learn every day. You learn every day. And if you're not learning, then you stagnant. And if you stagnant, you ain't growing. You understand what I'm saying? And I grow every day, trust me. There's a lot of things that I changed to be in the relationship that I'm in right now. There's a lot of things that I changed. And the people who know who I am, they know what I've changed and where I've been and how I've progressed. You know what I'm saying? There was at one point in time, if you come around Majah hype and boy, you know, to like what me I say, or, you know, like certain thing, listen, move up. Go about your business then. You know what I'm saying? But I've learned to appreciate other people's opinions, and not all of us was raised the same. That's a big problem in our community too. Not all of us was raised the fucking same. Not everybody has the same values and morals and self-respect. And there's a lot of women who was raised without fathers that don't even know what a fucking man's role in a household is. There's men that don't know what a woman's role in a household is. There's people out there that don't know how to respect a man or respect a woman. I come from a home where my grandfather was the dads. You understand? When him talk, nobody not talk. You understand what I'm saying? I never seen my grandmother disrespect my grandfather. I never seen my grandfather disrespect my grandmother either. They had their little spats and their little disagreements, but at the end of the day, it was nobody now hit nobody. You understand? Nobody now spit nobody face. Nobody now, you understand? And even if my grandmother and my grandfather had an argument, guess what? Them still go sleeping at the same bed. And tomorrow morning, them get up, they're back to normal. You understand what I'm saying? There was no fucking, no war, and you know what I'm saying? Me not talk to you for weeks and all them something there. Same thing with my mother and my father. My father, I've never lived with my father, but I watched my mother and my father live like if they was best friends. Because they had something in common, which was me. You understand? And society change things around. Society make us feel like we supposed to be at each other's necks. We supposed to be at each other's throats. You understand what I'm saying? Society make men feel like them inferior to everybody. You understand me? And that come with court system and all that other bullshit and all that. That's a different conversation. You know what I mean? But this is what society want us to do. They want us to be at each other's throats because they don't like to see unification anyway, especially in the black community. You understand what I'm saying? My grandfather was the head of the household, and that's why I am the way I am, because I used him as an example, right? So when I was growing up, that man was the head of the household. He took care of everybody. He took care of the the grandkids. He took care of his kids. He took care of other people's kids. And my grandmother was doing the same. You know what I'm saying? You live down the road, you know, enough food. Come down and eat some food. Food there. It might not be enough, but we're going to stretch it out. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it was about. My grandfather was the person that he was a provider. And that's why I grew up thinking or feeling or knowing that I have to be the provider. I have to go get it by any means necessary. I have to go out there and look at my kids, them have it all right. And if me there with that woman, she have it all right. And if she have kids, if she have kids, them have it all right. You understand? That's just what it was about. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of people out there with situations and issues, man, that it might not be able to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? It might not be able to be fixed, bro, until they address it. Because the number one thing for me is that a problem cannot be fixed unless you acknowledge that you have the problem. You get what I'm saying? If you insecure within yourself, you cannot expect to fix that unless you acknowledge that yourself. You yourself have to say to yourself, yo, I got some insecurities that I need to work on, and it's not because of you. It might be some shit in the past that happened, but I need to address that before I move on. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the honest truth. And one thing I learned in life is that age brings reasoning and maturity, right? I know a lot of 30-year-old women that is very fucking mature. I know a lot of 30-year-old women who've been there and done that, and they just focus on bettering themselves, and they looking for a good man to be with, and they this and they that. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's some 30-year-old women who just grow up. Them just start realize what life is really about. You understand what I'm saying? They just start go up on them own and pay bills on them own and this and that, and you know, that's just what life is about. Age don't matter when it comes to maturity. You understand? And that's why you can find a woman that's 30 that's with a 40-year-old nigga, or that's why you can find somebody that's, you know, 35 that's with a 42-year-old, because the maturity level is there. But if you ain't mature, then it fucks up. The wavelength is not on the same page. And I genuinely feel like if you're not secure within yourself, and if you're not over certain situations that you've been through in your life, don't try to jump into no fucking relationship. You understand what I'm saying? Moving from one relationship where you was stressed out and you was arguing and y'all was fighting and all of that shit, and you leave that relationship and jump right into a next fucking relationship, guess what I got? You're gonna start fight and argue and cuss with that next person because you already used to that shit. That's your fucking lifestyle. Sleeping in different rooms and fucking and fucking arguing and not talking for weeks. That's something that you fucking are used to. So when you get into a new relationship, it's gonna be the same shit because that's what you're used to. You're accustomed to that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Before I got into my relationship, bro, I was by myself for a little while. You understand? I might have been dating and all that, but I wasn't in no straight up serious relationship. Me and this person, right. Because if you follow Majah Hype, you know that I've never really put up no pictures of nobody. This is things that we need to deal with. Because that's what from you realize that, boy, this person is rupturing your fucking peace of mind. But then guess what? It's not gonna work, you know. It's not gonna work. Unless you go get some type of help or some fucking shit where you need to fix your own issue, then we not gonna work. Straight up. I can't live in that situation ever again in life, bro. What I went through in them years, I could never go through again. And if I feel like I gotta be arguing and fighting and carrying on every fucking day, then I don't need to be in that relationship. Period. That's just what life is about. To me. Nobody never come to me and tell me, say, yo, you hear me? You see when you're dead, my youth? Life better. Nobody never look for me and tell me, say, yo, you hear me, dog? Me dead and come back, you know. And me I tell you, say, you get the next one, you know. So you can do fuck with this time. And when you come back round, you can do fuck with again. And you will go come back. Nobody never told me that shit, bro. As far as I know it, this is one life to live, my nigga. And if you living your life in fucking misery, you're wasting your fucking time. Straight up. You're wasting your fucking time, bro. And I'm not going to live in misery. I'm not going to live in stress. I've been there, done that. I've done been in that lifestyle already. Right now, at this point in time in my life, you see when me, I do my comedy, I make people laugh and feel them there with joy and laughter and them something like that. I feel like I am supposed to enjoy my fucking life right now. I'm supposed to live at peace and be happy and live life to the fullest. Who not involved in that I feel them business. If you come in my life to bring stress and and negative energy, then guess what? My lad, big up yourself, but you can't bother. And that's just what it is, bro. And that's just what it is. And like I said, I'm not even on here trying to make it look like I'm some perfect person and I'm the best person for David and I'm this and I'm that. I would never come on Instagram and say that because nobody's perfect. Everybody have them faults. Everybody have their flaws. Everybody have their issues and everybody have whatever. But you see, me, I try to live as happy as possible. I try to live as peaceful as possible. I don't live with no fucking chip on my shoulder. I don't live like I feel like one girl fucked me over, so all girl are gonna fuck me over. I don't live like that. I don't live like, boy, my ex cheats, so therefore this one must go cheat. I don't live like that. I give everybody their fair share and I give everybody their respect. You understand? I give everybody their respect and I give everybody their fair shot. If you come in my life and you fill it with stress and disruption, then listen to me. We're good. Other than that, I did something. I'm good, son. Talk to some people, man. Let's see who is on here. I don't know what it is with my life, but if I talk to like one person or two people, this shit don't fucking, like, I can't talk to nobody else again. It don't, it don't allow me to